Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Young Farmer with me, Andy. We're busy this morning, let me tell you. We're doing a little bit of yard improvements at the moment. We got a contractor in yesterday with some nice big equipment he came and left for us. And we actually, we did some pretty destructive work to the yard, so we're going to show you what that looks like. The yard's cluttered at the moment. It's a minefield of machinery and piles of rubble, but we'll try and get that cleared up. Now, you'll see in my mirrors there, we've got a red trailer on. It doesn't belong to us. It's a trailer from a neighbor who uses it more as like a dump trailer, really. I didn't want to use my big Broen trailer because I didn't want to damage it for what we're doing today. So this trailer gets used for all sorts of manner of stuff, and the guy I borrowed it off said he was more than willing and happy to lend it to me for carting around. Essentially, all those bits of concrete, hardcore, soil, bit of everything, really. So yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting to show you what we're doing with that, where it's going. It's going to an area that we haven't been to for a while. I heard about an opportunity to use a bit of a landfill, really. So that's exactly what we're doing, and yeah, we'll have a look into that one, really. So it's a beautiful day to do it. We're keeping ourselves busy today, which is wonderful news. And yeah, watch this space as we pull up into the yard. You'll see some great equipment up here. Actually, it's really nice. Great fun having to play around on it all today. Now this is the contractor's truck, really, that he dropped off the other bit of equipment with. Lovely little Unimog there. It is really nice. Unusual setup, but I like it a lot. And then this is where it gets a bit tricky. You can see how to move all my trailers, so this yard is already a bit cramped. But what we're going to do, we're just going to slowly creep around here. And through we come, and here we go. So what you'll see is there's no silage pit anymore. Now what we're going to try and do here is get a bit of a lap going. I wonder, I'm going to go that way. We demolished the silage pit. This was all crushed up. I tried to get this all recorded yesterday. I had it recorded of the crusher in, and then it turns out the recording didn't work for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, so this was all part of the silage pit, which you may remember was from here. So we knocked that one down, and then we've yeah, we've been carting some of that away. We're going to continue to cart a little bit of away, but some of it is going to go right into there as well. So we're going to let me just jump out of here, knock that off. So we have a track excavator here, and we've got a 360. What's going to be happening? Might be best if I just jump up onto here. Let's show you guys. Where the silage pit was here, we're going to have a shed eventually. Not today, but eventually. And we're also going to have a bit more of an extended yard with the possibility of another shed in here running that away. But what we're going to do, we're going to take another load of this hardcore away. And then we're going to strip out. You can see I've already been mining out this hillside a little bit with the excavator. And we're going to continue to do that, and then lower the ground down a little bit because we need to put some hardcore down under here. So we'll use what's left of that hardcore down there into here. Give me a nice hard base where I can build a shed onto it some stage when we're good and ready to. And then that should give me everything I need moving forward, I would suggest. So that's kind of what we're looking like. That's the end goal here. It's just going to take a little bit of time to do it. So what we're probably going to do right about now, just take another load of this away. We'll jump into the trash excavator. I call it a trash excavator. You call it. Some people call it a dredge. Some people call it a digger. Whatever you want. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we need to let's try and get myself a little bit more space around here somewhere. How shall we do this then? Yes. Okay. I have a plan. So yeah, ultimately we just got to play with some great equipment. And yeah, just slowly make ourselves a little bit more space. And again, right on top of the hillside, it's a beautiful location to do it. In we go. This took some getting used to, let me tell you. It's completely different in terms of just how it handles more than anything else there. But I think we've kind of got it down now. What we're going to do, it's got some good power to it though. That's what I always like. I could use my, did think I was just using the Merlot and saving a bit of money, but at the same time, I didn't know quite how rough this would be, and yesterday when we were doing all of the, when we were actually getting on doing all of the crushing there, it was a bit heavy going. I'd rather not use my equipment to damage anything like that. And then yeah, this is all like a asphalty gravel yard anyway, so it's not like it's doing any damage to concrete now. And some of it's probably gonna get broken up anyway to put a new shed in. There we go. Perfect. So what we're gonna try and do is just take off this corner here, just so we're able to give ourselves a little bit more space. And then yeah, this will give us plenty of room there, so we can continue to expand. We can more than anything else, we can actually get some of our own equipment back under cover, which I really want to do, just to kind of keep everything a little bit safer. Really, you can see this dump. You can see this dump trailer that we leased here is perfect for this. It's long. It's you still got a fair weight in here, but it's quite low sided as well. Oh, that's me missing that door driving by me, Andy. Okay. Yeah, nice way to kind of get the yard started, and we'll at least get ourselves on the right path at least. But ultimately, it should take us a couple of days to do. We've got a little bit of a blank window here, which is nice, and should mean that we'll at least get like the hardcore down to give us more area to put park trailers and things in until we figure out what I'm going to do in terms of finding a shed. That's the next step. There we go. So how are you doing anyway? I hope you're all doing fantastically well. Whatever you're getting up to, do let us know down below as always. What you're working on, how the weather's going as well, what you're driving. We're keeping ourselves busy here, that's for sure. We've got that field that we saw us in the other day spraying. That's all being buttoned up, ready to go, so that's good news. And hopefully we'll be able to get some more work in there. I'm curious to check back in with that farmer and see how that alfalfa and the rye go. I know he's diversifying his crops a little bit, so that'll be interesting to see. Ooh, easy. I keep hitting the side of the depth perception in this year's vehicle. It's a bit weird. But yeah, we're making it work. So we'll probably take this load away. We'll show you where it's going actually. There's a little bit of a... I think it was kind of like used as a landfill. Which is certainly what I knew it as. And we're kind of... all this material here, and then eventually the ones, that topsoil as well, going to go in as... to fill it all in really. Which should be quite good. I have offered that whilst we have this equipment hired, that I can take one of these over. And we can look at seeing how we can like just level everything off and fill the hole in properly if it should come to that, which I'm sure it may do at some point. Alright then, to put one into the front here. Got some power, but it does mean that sometimes it's a little bit slower in how it operates, but yeah, it's not doing too badly. It's nice to get the class Axion out and about for a bit of a run. Stretch his legs a little bit there. So we'll get this one filled up. Should need to do another couple more loads, I think, and then we'll come back and have a look into. We'll show you where we're going. Really, get back out into the road. All right, then. So that's all parked up there. We're going to head off in Axion. Go for a bit of a drive. It's actually coming up that hillside pretty easily, which is nice. So some good topsoil there. We could even try and just stack some of it up somewhere if we have the space there. If we don't use it all in this here backfill, really, we could try and get it put somewhere else. And I'm sure someone could use it, but the biggest problem is still going to be trying to get out of this yard, I reckon. So let's just see if we can creep down that way. There we go. Let's create a little bit more space here by mining out that end, so that's good. And then, yeah, we need to try and find some good sheds that we can... I don't want to buy a new shed because they're awfully expensive. I'd love to try and find a farm that's selling up somewhere, or breaking down a shed, get one second hand. Not always possible, but that would be the dream because it'd be a little bit easier. And do it myself as well, get it put up over time. Ooh, nailed it. There we go. Okay then. And then the next stage will be the driveway, which I'm just trying to figure out how we make it a little less menacing, really. I wonder, it might go another way. We might not have this straight slingshot down, but we'll figure that one out. But yeah, we're gonna go for a drive now. We're actually heading over to not far away from where we were doing that cultivation for the customer with the stable. So that should be coming up sooner rather than later, hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna go this way up the beautiful hillside with a fantastic view. Yet to see that beaten anywhere. And off we go. This road is awfully tight. I'm starting to limit how much I'll come this way with anything other than a trailer on the back. I can get through just, but it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, I'm going to start limiting how much I come through this way because it's a little bit tight. I can do it with just a trailer on. But it's not easy. I don't want to cause any damage to the area. And off we go. So it is about a 5-minute drive away. We do a few loads this today there, and you've got to wait when you get to the other end, and I'll show you why, but it's you have to kind of wait your turn effectively. Due to where we are, but so it's not the quickest, but it does mean I can get to dispose of all this material for free really, which is always ideal. Nice and cost effective way. Free is always the best way. We're going to go straight through here as well. But it's a beautiful day. It's playing up near there somewhere. Do here is just go this way. And we're going through. Lovely stuff. And down we go here. No, there was. Last time we came around this corner here, there was a bit of an accident somewhere. Yeah, the car's still there. Clearly that's a write-off. No one's going to claim that one back. I wonder how long that'll be there for. And that's where we were just the other day drilling as well, putting that right into the ground, the field over. So starting to feel my way around the area, which is good. Very nice. But yeah, still, I have I gotta go and have a quick meeting with another farmer who I've yet to introduce myself with. I've spoken to him over the phone there, but he asked me to come up and see him, so we'll do that. I know that there is a young contractor in the, I think it's more landscaping and a farm hand up the far side of the valley, of the coastline there, so might go and check in with him as well, just to see what's going on. Around there we go. Awesome stuff. So, just around the corner here, get to be on the dual carriageway as well. Traffic seems to go very quickly on there. We are coming into this little airfield here. So this is all new to me. Looks like we can go there. Now, what we need to do is just hang here for a little bit until we get the signal to go, because I don't want to kind of interfere with any incoming or outgoing aircraft. We're going to hang on here a little bit there until we get the signal, and then we'll go and just kind of on the other side of those tents there really. We have that's where the quarry is that we're going to be filling in. Oh, and there we go. I always just get straight off the runway anyway. We're heading just up the side. What we'll be doing is just venturing around this corner here. I don't know what they have planned to use for the rest of this, but at some point there was some stone extracted from here. As you can see, there's a little bit of a heap. So what we're doing is just filling it back in with this hardcore, and then we'll put a load of topsoil or two over the top there. And just to fill it all in. So yeah, this is how we're just... It's a win-win really, because we can both I can get rid of my hardcore, they can get rid of this hole, and then we'll bring topsoil in as well from the excavation there. Fill it all out, and then get some grass seed over the top of it. Should be good to go. But I have to be careful of this is how far back I can go here. This could very easily turn disastrously wrong for all of us. Okay, that'll do it. And up it goes. Now what I have said I'll do as well is I can bring a telehandler or that big bulldozer excavator over just to help kind of get this filth pushed in, because I don't want to do is keep kind of forcing my way over the edge here, because that's where it's going to be pretty disastrous. That looks like it's empty though. And yeah, perfect. So it's a big deep hole there. You can see there's some builder's rubble and some stone in the bottom, amongst other things. But yeah, we're going to keep trying to fill that up with as much as we can. Help these guys out here, and we'll get ourselves back up for another load. So, ooh, Lord, now he went backwards. Let's just do that. We're going to take the trip back. We might bring a load of topsoil down now as well, just to kind of start mixing it in a little bit. Get some better soil quality in there. So we'll get ourselves back to the yard where we'll get it filled up with the excavator over there. But yeah, no planes so far, so we're all looking good. Let's get back onto the runway very quickly. Alright then, so we'll see you back up the yard where we'll take load number 2, I reckon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're in the excavator here. We're not too smooth with it, but we're getting the job done, I think. Which is about all one can ask for, and then hopefully, yeah, like I say, we'll get this all taken away. What I want to do is try and get this whole area in front of us here taken out, so we can strip that down, push some of that hardcore into here, so we know how much we need to hang on to, really. That's going to be the plan, at least. Yeah, it's just taking a little getting used to on this girl. It's not the most sensitive of machines. Not that I'm very trained up on one anyway, but yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, it shouldn't take us too long. We've got a couple of days in which to do this anyway. I might have a little contracting job for some spraying to do tomorrow, but I've got this equipment booked in for a while, so we can keep hold of it and we can just kind of keep working on it. We've got nothing else to do. But main thing I want to do, ooh, that was a bit bumpy. The main thing I want to do is get this done now before we actually have to start looking at any seasonal harvest work, because we won't be able to get all of this done at the same time. So no, that looks like we're pretty much good to go there. I haven't got a dust sheet for the top of it, so we'll just keep it as it is. There we go, let's fill that up there, perfect. Okay then. Ooh, nearly. Smash off the bucket there, and we'll knock that off there as well. So, not looking too bad. We'll get this all cleared. Oh, there's a helicopter out today. Looks nice up there today, doesn't it? But yeah, it looks not too bad at all there. So very, very happy with how we're getting on. We'll get this all cleared out up about there. So like I say, we can move some of that across, get it all stripped down, and then we're really on to looking at where we could start building, what we're going to be building with. So watch this space for that one. For now though, we're going to take this load away, get ourselves all squared away with the airfield there, because I want to get that all done. As much as I need to take in and out of there, I'd like to get that done in the next day or so. So we'll just get that taken away about now. We'll probably have to go back once I go forward to square ourselves up. But yeah, so we'll be keeping an eye out for any buildings we can find. Even another couple of Dutch, well, at least one more Dutch barn like that wouldn't be the worst thing. I just want somewhere I can get machines under a dry storage, really. That's crucial for me. So yeah, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Excellent stuff. I might even be faster with the excavator just to mine into that hillside there. So watch this space for that one. And off we go. We will be, like I say, we'll be coming back to you for one more episode at least over the course of the next week or so. So you'll be able to keep up to date with everything that we've got going on there. Lots of exciting new tasks coming up for sure. We'll get around there. Easy does it. What I was thinking about for the road is, rather than going straight down that hill there, is actually putting a sharp bend on it and looping it up around the back of those rocks there and then down onto the road, just so it's a bit of a break. This This scares me. If anything was to go wrong with a heavy load or something, that's a very steep hill. So I might try and get away with that. But that's a job for another day. At least it gives a little bit more control on the speed. But for now, we're going to leave it as it is anyway, and we're going to take this load over to back along to the airfield, and we'll get that all filled in and see how it looks. So until next time, we will leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have and you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and join Simulation for the Nation, and we will see you all in the next one. So from me, Andy, your young farmer, stay safe, hope you're doing well, and we will see you all in the future. Catch you later.